Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Harness! They want to be quick. Oh, it's fallen loose again! And that is doing no harm at all.
Oh, he was first to react, and I love that part of it. The reaction was great, and he almost profited, you know.
Now it's Mbappe. Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played.
And here's a chance.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Now it's Mbappe, and it's Hullet, and he's had it nicked away.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic, and
Mbappe! Mbappe. Messi. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Seedorf. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lahm goes steaming forward. Mbappe looking to run onto it. Danger averted for now. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And here's Hullet. Nice interception, well timed. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bale. Bale goes on a run down the left wing. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Now the finish! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And that's put paid to a promising move. That's a little off target. And it's Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Seedorf. Costa Curta. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Lahm. And here's Mbappe. Lahm. And that should get the job done.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Looks for the finish. And it's a goal! That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
He's got away. Pullet trying to keep this in. Oh, they can break here. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Strong running down that left flank. And the first half is done. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we are back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Messi. And he welcomes it in. And that is going out for a goal kick. And it's Seedorf. Seedorf.
Pullet really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Vieira. Chance to shoot now. There's the hit! Defending was strong and firm. Pullet. Platini. Pullet. And he will. Hones! He scores! And this is getting better and better.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
And yes, it's him again. So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Lahm, can he latch onto this? Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Platini. Pullet. Well read, and the danger is averted. And the finish! And he hits the net! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
We have got ourselves a game here. And Messi! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Platini. Nice sequence of passes, this. Gives it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played. That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bale, aimed in towards the centre. And he gets rid in a hurry. Pullet could move up a gear here. Mbappe charging forward, the ball at his feet. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And he's being shifted off it.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Aim forwards. Back into the middle. Passing nice and neat. Oh, this is a great position. Seedorf. And they can counter here. Bale makes the interception. Hernes, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. Picked out he's had a hit! And he's really put himself on the line here. So, third corner of the game. Son Heung-min plays it short. Lovely feet. Son Heung-min. He's going for goal! Goal! Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly. I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So there's going to be another change here.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it.
Tries a shot! Bale! It's in! Bale duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Lam. That's Figo. Can he get onto this? Conte. So, what can they make of this? Oh, that's a key interception. Bale goes on a charge down the left.
So.
Lam. Works it forward, and it's Figo. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down.
キモすぎるわ。でしょうね。てれれてれ。うん。
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. And already we're underway here. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Vieri. It's Vieri! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Shot at goal! They've certainly started on the front foot here. Already shots raining in.
Hazard reacted so well to bring that ball under control. Looked easy too.
Bellingham. And now a sudden chance to counter. Engages and forces him off the ball. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Bellingham. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Bullet is wide and looking to get onto this. Mbappe! Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey. Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Vieira. That's a pretty loose pass. Short changes him with that pass. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Seedorf. Still goalless. Bellingham. Nedved. Messi. Platini. Hazard. Hazard! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Thuram gets across to intercept that. Oh, this looks sharp. Bellingham. Vieira kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's Nedved. Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Messi. Thuram. Nedved. It's a good run down the right. Nedved has a look inside the box. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Foot in. Oh, it's come loose. Mbappe.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Thuram gets a foot in here. And it's Hazard. Seedorf. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Now the finish!
それ通るわ。
And have the lead.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Now it's Hullet. And here's Mbappe. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. No, he refuses to take the bait. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Seedorf. He is through here. Can he finish? Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Thuram. Rudiger. Maldini. Now Kaká. Bellingham. Mbappe! Seedorf. Kaká. Thuram powering forward here. And here's Mbappe. Well timed, excellent interception. Over to the left. He's through here. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
And the ball's a good one here. Nedved. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Big chance! Oh, great save by Dida. That was superb goalkeeping.
Kaká really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And that has been cleared. Trying to get out of a very sticky situation. Oh, good read. Mbappe was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
It's a good spell of possession, this. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Mbappe. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller. Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Nedved.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Some really good ball movement. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And he's intervened well there. Rodri did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Mbappe. Platini. Now it's Hullet. And it's Messi. Vieira calmly anticipates.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that's another good win of the ball. That's gone for a throw-in.
are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Bellingham.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
いやー、それとんねん。そこ触んないんだって感
And
じ
he
だな
was quick to react. Platini. Hullet. He could be in here.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
いや、そっちに回
It
転
is
する
looking like the end.
だよ
If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves. Milan probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Maldini. Oh, that's a key interception. Could move up a gear here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, and he's through the middle. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
ああ
Referee
ね、今
looks at
の
his
は
watch
飛んでんだよ、
and
君
blows his
ね。
whistle.
下手くそ
So
か
in the
よ
end,。one goal did it. An
絶対
exciting
落としちゃい
encounter
け
where
ない
both
試合、
sides
こういうの。これじゃレート上がんねえよ。TV に勝てねえんだもんな。そりゃだ。ダメだ。
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Now it's Messi. Nice bit of trickery. And he's managed to get free. And it's hoisted clear.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Sergio Busquets. really is a cut above anyone in his particular role. Okay, he's not known for pace, but his intelligence, his reading of the game, his positioning are all outstanding. And he's not afraid to get physical either.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. And here's Ronaldinho. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Driving forward. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Vieira is fouled. Oh, superb reflexes from the keeper. Decent hit and on target.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
He's got the shot away! Goal!
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
So, a breakthrough already. Bellingham. Ronaldinho. Oh, well played, well played. Messi, very much a man of this moment. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Busquets. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi in acres of space out wide. Gavi. Now it's Hullet. Hernes.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Spread out to the left. Seedorf. Messi. Australia do have a chance to counter here. Vieri. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. He's not got that quite right. Bellingham. Gavi. Hernes. And here's the chance to counter. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Hernes. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Messi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hernes. Hernes is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Plays a sharp little ball here. Hernes.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Gavi. Gavi going face-to-face with his great rival. Hullet. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Gavi. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieri. Bellingham. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Hullet. Lovely bit of skill. Hernes! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Hullet. And he's onside. Oh, that's nice. Shapes to shoot. Oh, it'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
There's the whistle for half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Leading 1-0 at the break. Here we go again then. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Thuram gets across to intercept that. Busquets. That'll be a throw-in. Bellingham. Busquets. Messi. And the counter is on. Oh, it's inches away from being a really... Shot a goal! No mistake! And with that goal comes comfort!
自然クソゲーすぎるよ
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good.
な。これはお相手さんがかわいそうだよ。
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. And he's there to retrieve it. And he's intervened well there.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And here's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's picked his way through. No way through's Neymar! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? In Uli Hoeneß, Peter, I think we have one of Germany's greatest enigmas, one of the most decorated players, but it's a career plagued and cut short, unfortunately, by injuries.
And I guess you can empathise with that, Jim.
Yeah, there's always that element of how good could he have been?
Despite it all, though, he did win 3 European titles and 3 league titles. He was a world champion and all of that in 8.5 years, which says quite a lot about him.
Not bad.
And it's Messi. Seedorf providing an outlet on that flank. Rummenigge.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Bale.
お疲れ様です。
Bit of a communication breakdown there, it
お
seems.
疲れちゃん。
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
ワンチャンヤン
There
かな
was an
気がす
element
る。
of promise insofar as they kept the ball well,
時
but
間的
they
に
did。very little with it. So what can they make of
お
this?
疲れ様です。
Yasu gets over and intercepts. Oh, nicely intercepted. No goals as yet.
お疲れちゃん。
Now that's well seen too. Played with speed from back to front. Forwards and with intent. Has a look and plays it forward.
はい。
Hoeneß.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
ちょっと待ってね。
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Messi. Oh, super find. He's shifting through the gears here. Vieira deals with that comfortably.
いやー、マジ
We're
か。
seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
hits. Loose ball
Oh,
now, and there's a
man.
chase on to retrieve it.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Now it's Messi. Messi. Oh, such a clever touch. Turns and goes back.
チンチン。
Shapes to
チン
shoot.
チン。
He's scored.
チン
Well,
チン
a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
なんだよ、お前
There's a
らか
moment
よ。
of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to...
There's the hit. Well, now it's
おとなしく寝ろ
Oh,
よ。
he's been caught on it here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Gerrard. Zico. Now it's Neymar. Gerrard. Over it comes. Maldini attempts a clearance. Works it forward. Oh, well played. That has
裸の付き合いしてきたの。
nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And that's a superb pass.
は
Good read. Needed to be.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that could set him on his way.
なんでお前。殺すぞ、
Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, and he's through the middle. There's the shot.
それも、
He
付き合
scores.
いです。
They're level.
そっちの付き合いかよ。
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce
怖っ。
今からくれくれさんの家行く予定です。
that equalizer.
And that was as close
勝手
to
に来いよ。
certain as can be.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
Oh, can he finish?
はあ。それもこう入んねえのかよ。
Platini,
お。
nicely weighted ball, pass somewhat off target. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
えほ
And the
え
whistle
ほ
goes for
え
half
ほ
time.
え
So
ほ
half time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on
いい
either
ふ
side.
と勝てないと
It's a good
伝え
result,
な
this,
きゃ
and at half
え
time,
ほ
it's
え
one
ほ
each.
えほ
So both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from
Eh,
both
oh, eh, oh, eh,
parties
oh, eh,
in
oh.
the second half. But the score at half time is 1-1.
猫には何も勝てないと伝えなきゃえほ
Changes
え
made by neither side from what we understand. And the finish!
キモ
It's there!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise
このワン
to
ツ
see
ー
him
通
do
るんだから
something
な
thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here. That looks like a preconceived
異
plan.
変だ
Win the
誰か
goal
足
and
出せ
then
よなム
unleash.
カつく3
So
人
we
も
have a
前に
breakthrough.
誰も
Now
足
how will things develop from here?
Look,
Eh,
he's the
oh,
one
eh.
everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
大丈夫僕、最強だから。
That's good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though
今の
who
も
was
フリッ
ever
プ
so
じゃないの
determined.
かわかんない
Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's messy. Hernus plays a sharp little ball here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side,
大
big
丈
defense on
夫
the other.
私は最強だか
Oh,
ら
that's wonderful alertness. And we have
もう風呂とか入って寝る準備できてんのえほ
tries to get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Played back in. Real chance! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
あとは寝るだけって伝えなきゃ。
いいじゃん
Rummenigge hits one!
えうわさすが
He's
ハイ
done
ドロ
very
ポン
well to get to that.
あパン
Rummenigge
チ
clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of
明
the
日は
game.
新宿やろ新宿に何しに行くのそも
And
そも
now they can spring out of defence. Platini. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Vieira. And they're not going to make any further progress now. He's got the shot away! And it's hoisted clear. And it's lofted through here. Van Dijk is there and he can get that clear. Taken back almost at once. Passes short and sharp.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
その
I
パ
think they
ス
just have
を
to
俺
keep forcing
伝え
this.
なきゃ
He's one-on-one!
えほ
And that is expertly dealt with.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there.
He's had a hit! It's
もうやめた
and there's the goal they've been looking for.
やめまーす
Another
すい
moment
ま
of
せん
magic, a real wow moment.
あんなパスが通ってたら勝てないよ
I think
せっ 角1600いくついったのに落ちてるよ。これ見てよ。ここワニさんに勝ったのに。4対3で。そっから負け、勝ち、引き分け、負け、勝ち、負け。ワニさんに勝ってたのに、他の人勝ってない。伝えなきゃ。あと140個やるんだけどさ、どれ行くべき？
ダイアリでした。
タイヤリです。えほ。これどれ行くべきよ？どれを回す？伝えなきゃ。